It started at exactly 2:17 a.m. Amara woke up to the sound of her phone vibrating under her pillow. At first, she ignored it. Who texts at that hour? But the buzzing didn't stop. It was constant, urgent. Annoyed, she grabbed her phone and squinted at the screen. One new message and no number. Don't go to work tomorrow. Amara frowned. Wrong number, she thought. Or maybe one of her friends trying to be funny. She typed back, "Who is this?" Almost instantly, the reply came. "I'm you." She froze. A cold wave crept down her spine. She let out a small nervous laugh. Very funny. Who is this really? This time, the typing bubble stayed longer, like whoever it was thinking carefully. Then, "I don't have much time. Please listen to me. If you go to work tomorrow, you won't come back." Amara sat up fully now. Her heart started beating faster. This wasn't funny anymore. What kind of joke is this? It's not a joke. It's a warning. She stared at the message, unsure whether to block the number or call someone. But before she could decide, another message came in. "Check your left arm." Her breath caught. Slowly, hesitantly, she pulled her sleeve up. There, just below her elbow, was a small scar. A scar she got when she was 10 years old. One she had never told anyone about. Her phone buzzed again. "Now do you believe me?" Amara dropped the phone. Amara didn't sleep again that night. She kept staring at the number. No profile picture. No name. Just silence. Until another message came at 3:06 a.m. "You're scared. I understand." Her fingers trembled as she typed, "If you're really me, prove it." There was a pause. Then, "You have a blue notebook hidden under your mattress. Page 47. Your biggest secret." Amara's stomach dropped. No one knew about that notebook. Not her best friend, not her family. No one. Slowly, she got out of bed, lifted her mattress, and pulled it out. Her hands shook as she flipped to page 47. Tears filled her eyes instantly. It was her handwriting, her deepest, darkest thoughts. She grabbed her phone again. "How is this possible?" The reply came quickly this time. "Because I've already lived it." Amara swallowed hard. "Then tell me, what happens tomorrow?" The typing bubble appeared, then disappeared, then appeared again. Finally, there's an accident, a bus. You tried to help someone, and you don't make it. Amara felt her chest tighten. "No, that's not real." "It is. I remember the pain. I remember everything going black." Silence. Then one last message. "You still have a choice." Morning came too quickly. Amara stood in front of her mirror, staring at herself. Was she really talking to her future self? Or was she losing her mind? Her phone buzzed again. "Don't go." She clenched her jaw. Missing work wasn't an option. She needed the job. "What if I just avoid the accident?" she typed. "You can't. It happens too fast." Amara grabbed her bag anyway. "I'm not staying home because of some messages." There was a long pause. Then at least don't take the usual route. She hesitated. That she could do. On her way out, her phone buzzed again. "Please be careful. I failed once. I don't want to fail again." Amara stepped outside into the bright morning. Everything felt normal. To normal. She decided to take a different road to work, just like the messages said. For a moment, she felt silly. Maybe this was all in her head. Maybe suddenly, screech. A loud crash echoed down the street ahead. People started screaming. Amara's heart stopped. That road. That was her usual route. Her phone buzzed. "You see now." Amara couldn't breathe. She slowly walked toward the scene. A bus had crashed into a car. Smoke filled the air. People were running, shouting, panicking. Her hands shook as she pulled at her phone. "You were right. I told you." Amara stared at the wreck. "But you said I died helping someone." "Yes. And you're about to." Her heart dropped. "What do you mean?" "You're going to run in there. I remember it." You couldn't ignore someone screaming for help. Amara froze, and then she heard it. A faint voice crying. calling for help from inside the wreck. Her body moved before her mind could think. Step by step, closer to the bus. Her phone buzzed violently. Stop. She hesitated. Another message. If you go in, you won't come out. The crying got louder, more desperate. Tears filled Amara's eyes. What kind of person walks away? Her phone buzzed again. You don't have to die to be a good person. She stood there, torn between saving a life and losing her own. Amara made her choice. She ran straight into the smoke. Inside the bus, everything was chaos. Broken glass, twisted metal, and then she saw her. A little girl, trapped, crying, "Help me!" Amara rushed over, ignoring the pain in her chest, the heat, the fear. "I've got you," she whispered. She pulled harder, harder. Finally, the girl came free. Amara carried her out just as the bus began to crack loudly. People cheered. Someone took the child from her arms. "You're safe," Amara said, smiling weakly. Then her phone buzzed one last time. She looked down. "You changed it." Her heart skipped. "You're alive," Amara blinked. "Wait, what? This didn't happen before." "You saved her, and you survived." Tears streamed down her face. "So, what happens now?" There was a long pause, longer than before. Then the final message came. "I don't know. This is as far as I ever got." Amara stared at the screen. Another message appeared, slowly. "Good luck." And then the number disappeared. Completely, as if it never existed. Amara stood there, shaking, staring at her phone, realizing something chilling. If her future had changed, then somewhere, another version of her was just beginning the same conversation. Follow and like for more stories.